everyone, welcome back. It's Rachel from Living the Journal Life, and today we're going to be in my Hobonichi Cousin decorating a few daily pages. We'll use a journaling sub kit from Sweet Kawaii Design and some jumbo deco and washi from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. So let's get into this. I first just start by flipping through my jumbo deco and day on one page binder. This is sort of where I keep all of those types of things, and I was just sort of flipping through to see what strikes my fancy. I wanted you guys to see how I go about doing a daily page from the very beginning. So at the beginning, it's a lot of flipping. And to be honest, the week before, this is my binder with the journaling kits and the journaling sub kits now. So this is all journaling things. My last week, I didn't decorate very many of my daily pages, and I found that if I do that too many days in a row with absolutely zero decoration, I tend not to use it as much. And since it's sort of my brain doesn't remember things great these days, but my planner does if I write it down. So I was trying to pre-decorate some pages and make sure that I would use it as to what I need it for. And then I thought this brunch was going to be amazing. So I thought I'd start with the weekend. On Saturdays and Sundays, I don't actually need a ton of space because I'm not super productive on these days. There's just a few things that I like to get done, but seeing as it's a long weekend, we probably won't do a whole heck of a lot on these days. Saturday we'll need to pick up some groceries for pizza night and pick up my husband's new phone, but it's not like a weekday where I have a ton of stuff going on. So these pages can be a lot more decorative. And when you get these journaling kits, you don't need anything else. I just like to put in the day on one page stickers so that there's some variance between, different days, because I buy a couple of the journaling kits at a time. And that way, when I use it again, it's never going to look exactly the same because I add some stuff. But it's extra. You definitely don't need it. What I do like about the journaling kits is it's everything you need to be super decorative, super fun, super bright and big, but without any effort, because everything you need is right there. So you don't really have to put in a lot of thought and worry about aesthetics and stuff, because Tasia's already done that for you. So she puts it on easy mode is what I think of these as. The day on one page pieces, these bigger stickers, I just like them because they're big blocks of color and they're usually very decorative. And when the two themes match like this, because these, we're the same set with the same art, it just, I don't know, makes my daily pages look a little different. So I like to, on all of my daily pages, have a to-do list. On Saturdays and Sundays, those are very short to-do lists. During the week, I tend to brain dump everything I need to get done. If it doesn't get done that day, it gets moved. And so my to-do list on the weekdays, I'm not that productive, but it looks like I am because I have really long to-do lists. And if you look at the after the pens, a lot of them have X's and migrating forward arrows. So it's not like I get that much done in a day. It's just I don't want to forget all the things that I really need to do in a day, if that makes sense. So every day gets a to-do list and gets a place for journaling and writing down notes or thoughts or whatever happened that day. And then if I have something big that I need to remember, like making the pizza crust so that we can have pizza night on Saturday night, is very important. So, or if I have a doctor's appointment or any sort of appointment that I need to have timed, those also get their own little box so that they stand out and I don't miss anything. I don't tend to miss anything, but I find that when I don't use my planner, I almost miss things. And I bet if I let that go on for too long, I would start missing things. So it's just, I need this. I don't need a lot of it, especially on the weekends, but I do. It is integral to me actually showing up where I need to show up and when I need to show up. And I'm sure you guys can relate. So since I have a place for a short to-do list on each day and a place for journaling, the rest I can just put some of the fun deco, make it very decorative. Again, I don't need a ton of space. On Saturdays, we have movie night and pizza night, and I just write down a little bit about what we watched or what board game we played, because movie night sometimes turns into board game night. And Sundays are also very relaxing. I don't have a lot to do that I do every week, except for like change the sheets. That definitely gets done on Sundays, but everything else is flexible. So this is how it turned out. I think it's so cute. It's going to be great for the weekend. And now we're looking for some jumbo deco. This is another way I really like to decorate my daily pages, is just take some jumbo deco and some washi and kind of highlight the areas where I'm going to have the to-do list and where I'm going to have my journaling or notes section. So Mondays and Tuesday. Monday is essentially another weekend day, so I can be a little bit more decorative on Monday. Tuesday is when I'm really going to have to get stuff done. I'll be going back into work. That always sounds weird to say because I work for myself at home, so it's not like I go into an office, but I need to get back to work on Tuesday. So I'll need a bigger section for a to-do list, and just for symmetry's sake, I will probably give myself a little bit of more of a to-do list than I actually need on Monday, but I don't remember. See, this is why I need a planner, because I just did this a few hours ago and I already don't remember. Isn't that always just the way though? So we're looking for a mild liner that is going to be similar in color. We're not going to find a perfect match because I don't own every single color. So just close enough is going to be good enough for me. And we're just going to put the days. I do nice blocky letters, and then I'm going to add a drop shadow. I find that this is easy and very like low fuss, but it kind of looks fun on the page. I don't know how to do any of the really good lettering, so this is my quick and easy lettering with a mild liner. And it doesn't look as good as those people that spend lots and lots of time on their lettering, but honestly, it took me a few seconds, and it looks pretty good for a few seconds. I feel like the energy put into the result is very fun. And then I just use the Molly washi at the top, and then we're going to add these deco pieces in all over the page. So again, I'm just going to kind of highlight that I like the to-do list on the left-hand side and the journaling on the right-hand side, but that's not every time. That's just my kind of default setting. And I thought this would look so cute to mark down that it's Memorial Day on Monday and take up some of that to-do list space so that I can have sort of the symmetry of the areas, but I don't have to have such an overwhelming to-do list on Monday because honestly, it's just going to be a really lazy day for me, and I can't imagine that I'm going to need more than just a couple of spaces. And I really like the way the stickers look in sort of the journaling section and around the edges. If you put it into the journaling section and you journal around it, it looks really fun, and like it was sort of integrated more into the page. So I just put these. This is my playing with stickers time. I get to put these wherever I find is fun in the moment, and then when I come to do that, fill out that day, I just work around it. And I am like a monster with these Molly stickers, and I usually just pull them up and rip. I would like everybody to notice how gentle I am being, and I'm not being one of the monsters that just pulls the things and rips the butterflies, because normally that's how I am. And I thought I would keep the mild liner out and do little boxes instead of the dot markers. And as you can see, Monday, we only need a few things. We only need to write a couple of things down. And then Tuesday, we have a much more appropriate for like a real not weekend day. And then I just do my drop shadow where I outline everything on the right and then the bottom. And I'm really bad at S's. So if someone can give me a tip on how to do S's, they always look wonky to me. But everything else I think looks really fun with a nice little drop shadow, and it actually works to make sort of that 3D effect. S's are my nemesis, and I should just probably have done 2 instead of 2s. But eventually with enough practice, I might not hate the S's. The 8s are anything that's like really curvy, because the 8 is fine. It's really just the S's. And I thought since I was doing drop shadows, I would do little drop shadows on the squares. Some of them turned out okay, some of them did not, but it's all fine. Nothing about this has to be perfect. My planner is never about perfection. It's just about joy. Like, I just want this to be a joyful experience for me to look at and like enjoy this art, and nothing has to be perfect. If I try and be perfect, because I am a very imperfect person, it just makes me sad, because if I go in expecting perfection, I go, oh, my handwriting isn't pretty enough, or oh, my letters are crooked, or oh, I ripped that sticker, which I did not do this time. But sometimes I am in too much of a hurry and I just rip stickers and you can barely see. And so I'm just putting this out there that I am not perfect, and you should not expect perfection from yourself. The people that do the perfection do not spend 15 minutes setting up their planner. They spend a really, really long time setting up their planner and making it look perfect. And I just don't have that kind of effort to put in. I love looking at their work, and it is work, believe me, and I enjoy it. And I'm so glad that those people exist for me to admire them and all the effort that they put in. I don't got that kind of effort. So we're just filling in things that I know are going to happen on different days. Like, I always make pizza crusts on Saturdays. I always make sure that my planners are ready for the week ahead on Sundays. I also always wash and change my sheets on Sunday. So I just have these few things that I do every single week, and then a couple of brain dumpy things that I wanted to add to Monday and maybe Tuesday. This is just sort of like getting set up for these days. As the day approaches, I will probably add more things on the to-do list, or more. I definitely add journaling as the day goes on, but this is sort of a nice basis for my day. And I thought I needed a little bit more Molly. So we're going to get a little bit more Molly into these. And both of these, I like to tell everybody, both of these companies, Itty Bitty Sticker Co., Sweet Kawaii Design, I do PR for, so I do get discounts and freebies and all sorts of stuff. But if you want to shop with either of them, I have discount codes in the description. So this is how it looks like after the pen. I've got to-do list, I've got journaling, and it really looks fun after the pen when it's all sort of incorporated. And as you can see, I don't have a ton left over, which also makes me happy. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to give it a like, thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.